Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking right, this one caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They'll run it to the left. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Memphis getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
A handoff to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Memphis. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision, picks up some big yards for that first down.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They stop him right at the 24.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Barnes. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Barnes. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Illinois.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the Tigers offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback looking to... It's a fumble! And the ball bounces out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, so no turnover, but no gain.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce, that ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's running out of time here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out. Looking to produce a positive drive here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Illinois lines up 1st and goal now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, fighting a line out. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The ball is loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Looking to pass here on second down.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The pass pass rush closing in. Down he goes, a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Ball fielded at the 45. And they've got the returner corralled. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Lets it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal in the 9.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Illinois. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Return a pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The sophomore calls his own number. He keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
They look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught near the goal line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Illinois.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. They're going to scramble now. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And the running back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking against this battle defense.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results.
You fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job at confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. You'd be surprised that they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him. He's sacked.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 30. At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he fields it inside the 15. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's caught. It's Barnes. Creative running there. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Linebacker shifting around now. The back's got it. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, fighting the line now. It was a foot race and he won it.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Point after, not right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Enough for a first down at the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Here comes a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Okay, ready?
Second down after that previous play.
Come on, set.
And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he fumbles. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here's the 2nd down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Illinois. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Now, just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Extending the play now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Got it.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up.
Lasso. Let's go.
Takes the toss and heads left. Breaking free at the 35. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain, not enough for the 1st down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
42 Spider. Timber.
You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the 2nd half. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Okay, ready.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Here we go.
And he drops back in the gun. Snags the quick throw. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They're going to run it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. And he's tackled after the catch. Offense getting set. It's second down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, fighting the line out. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this 4th down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. Get after him with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He's going to hand this off. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, yeah, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Running out of time in the pocket. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught quickly. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Now it's 2nd down here.
Here we go.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more